just compliment to your physique.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Paul Ravella and this is Laurin Conlin, and we're here with ProPhysique.com for some bikini girl tips.
Yeah. Guys, if you're watching, I would probably tune out. This is.
Yeah, I'm probably going to make the cover shot kind of provocative, so I understand if you clicked on this thinking you're going to see something exciting, but what we're actually discussing today is a very important topic for female competitors who get into stage condition and want to fill out their tops. There's a lot of options for women. Some of them involve surgery, some of them involve other options. We're going to discuss the other options today for those that are currently wanting the look of surgery but haven't gone through with it yet or don't want to go through it possibly.
Exactly. I gave the prelude to this in my last video log, and I've been doing this since I started competing, and I've always been someone who's not really had much and had to work with what I had. So, I mean, even on the daily photo shoot, doesn't matter. Whatever I do, I'm always prepared, so to speak.
Yeah. Prepared.
Yeah, prepared. So I have a few different things that I've used. The pillow stuffing, most recently rice, and then there's also specific inserts that I recommend. So this part of us talking is really just, so I brought this up before, but it's not that the judges want to see boobs. They're not looking, oh my god, does this girl have any or does she not? It's not about that. It's about the shape and the femininity. So for bikini, you know, obviously it's about the feminine curves and lean muscle look, but it still adds to that look. And then for figure, it just accentuates the V-taper if you have something. So again, it's not that the judges are knocking you off if you don't have an augmentation, but they're looking at the overall shape of how you present yourself. So I've always thought this is just kind of like the icing on the cake, and it's very important, I think, you know what I mean, for the overall look. And while it won't look like, you know, maybe you have double D's, it definitely helps. And I guess I've tricked a lot of people because I got a lot of comments saying that everyone thought I already had them. So I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah.
It cracks me up, you know, that people say that, and it's really like the best compliment you could ever give me.
It's like a natural bodybuilder being accused of doing steroids.
Yeah, you're like, I really don't like that fake silicone look. I'm like, oh, okay, well, good thing I don't have any of that, but it's just, it's funny, so.
So I just want to put my input here in, when you go to these large shows, especially like figure and bikini, the classes are so big now. Sometimes it's not about what qualities you have, it's about what qualities you're missing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see girls that have fantastic physiques, but are just a little bit flat up top, it can draw attention away from how good the physique is.
Exactly.
So it's not about going up on stage and you know, having the biggest boobs. It's about having a full physique that matches from head to toe. A lot of the times these judges are actually just making a split-second decision on whether or not to put you in a call out, and subconsciously or not, that can very well be impacted.
Oh, 100%. Especially at the national level, there's very stiff competition. There's a lot of people and there's not a lot of time. So every second matters, every impression matters. And if you're someone like me, who I know I'm not the only person, I'm very broad. I have wide ribs, I have a large waist. So some people are luckier in the sense that they're a lot smaller, a lot more petite, so they can kind of get away with that. But if I don't have anything, it's like a very glaring, there's something missing kind of look. So like Paul said, it's not really about what you have, it's what you don't have, because somebody else will likely have whatever you don't.
Certainly. And actually, you know, I mean, I can vividly remember some of the girls at nationals having too much, you know,
too much distracts and too little also distracts.
Yeah, and perhaps before they started dieting, they looked appropriate, but once you get down to that lean body fat level, you know, if you have augmentation that's overwhelming, it can actually distract from the physique as well, because that becomes the focus.
Yeah, 100%. And that's all personal preference. I'm not saying do one thing or the other.
We're specifically talking about getting on stage at NPC shows
and what the judges like
and how to present yourself well. For those of you that have never seen my video before and are tuning in just to see boobs, I hired Laurin at the beginning of this year due to the fact that I, as a coach, had a gap in my knowledge, and that was basically NPC and IFBB female competitors and just what goes into stage presence. It's not all about, it's very important to get in shape. It's very important to have a good look, have the right amount of muscle and be the right amount of, body fat on stage. But how you present that is so important. Mm-hmm. So obviously with Laurin winning the biggest NPC show last year, and being a good friend of mine that I've known for a few years, it just made sense. And little bit of a humble brag, we've already had 2 girls win their IFBB Pro cards this year, which I would not have been able to do without Laurin, because she has been a direct impact on both of their stage presence.
So congrats, Taylor and Di.
Yeah, it's just fantastic, and it's really only the beginning. But more so than that, it's that the girls that work with us get the complete solution. And so this is just another addition to that solution. Laurin brought it up last week, and I thought, hey,
let's make a video. A lot of people are really secretive about this. I don't know why. We talked about this earlier. I don't know why this is like a big secret. Because like for whatever reason, if you don't have an augmentation, if you would not like one, if you can't afford one, whatever, this is a good solution for you. So I want to be able to share these tips if other people can benefit from this. So I have no problem being extremely open with everything. Likewise, I'll also be extremely open after my surgery about how everything is.
Speaking of being extremely open, if you're interested in listening to Laurin speak more, she actually started a YouTube channel. I haven't really talked about it on my channel yet, not that I have that many followers, but I'm going to put a link right here for you guys. This is to subscribe to Laurin's channel. Go check out her videos. Some really good insights. No holds barred. She doesn't hold anything back, and sometimes Ryan gets in there.
Yeah, every once in a while, my sticky note holder.
Yeah, sticky note holder. So and there'll be some minions on there. She's got 6 weeks left in this prep for 3 IFBB Pro bikini shows this summer. So a lot of good content going to be coming out of there. So with that said, I think anything else you want to add before we just do some
how-tos, live demonstrations?
Yeah, is there anything you want to discuss here, or do you want to do like close-ups?
We'll just do close-up of how I'm doing it.
Okay. There will be no actual boobs on this video, so you're tuned into the wrong channel for that. But we are going to go over the process, and we'll do a before and after of how Laurin looks, just so you can see the impact that it has. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
So this is me without anything. There's no insert. There's nothing. I'm a small B, I would say, at best. So I'm very average size, and so the after is very dramatic. So as you can see, there's really nothing going on. So first and foremost, I always use the gel inserts. I feel like they give a more natural look. For whatever reason, it just does. I'll make sure we put that link. All the links will be in the description. That pillow stuffing is option number 1. And literally, you get a pillow and you cut it, and this is it. And you can stuff a lot, and what you do is you stuff it in there, and you really have to mold it. The same with the rice. You can't just like put it in and you have to kind of mold it around to your shape and kind of work with it. But this is literally pillow stuffing. Or you have the rice bags. So basically what this is you'll measure out as much as you want or needed, and this is 300 cc's of rice in a pantyhose. So we will also put that video on kind of how to do that, but it's pretty easy. Like, you have pantyhose, you put the rice in there, and you weigh out the amount that you need. So you have the empty suit, nothing in it, and then first step, always put the inserts in first. So like any normal bathing suit that you would wear. Like I said, I found that the gel triangles work the best. If you find any better ones, feel free to use those, but I like those. Now for the pillow stuffing, what you do is you literally just take it
and you're gonna have to smush it all in there.
So now what happens with this is, so you see how it looks like this kind of this ball. You mush it, you have to mush it around, and you're going to start to play with it, and you have to do this also when you have it on. I won't do that for the video, so it looks like I'm feeling myself up. So I'll just explain how to do it. So you just kind of mush it around, And you know, you push everything out, so you see how that already looks a little bit better? Yeah, so you're just gonna wanna do that, and you're gonna wanna do that when you put it on as well. And then for the rice, once you've made the inserts, all you do is these might take a few.
Do all suits have that backing where you can put stuff in?
To my knowledge, yes, unless they specify otherwise. Some suits already have what's called a molded cup, and then I don't believe they have the insert.
Are
so
these CJ suits?
this is not a CJ suit.
Who's this from?
The suit was from Crystalline Bikini, and then my mom does all of the studding.
Oh, okay.
So you have the rice in, same concept. Once it's on, you kind of, you know, play around with it so that it fills everything out and it gives that really like natural look. So when you see, like I talked about in my video, when you see a bikini just sitting there, this is what it now looks like. So that's a good sign. Check the height on that, okay? Yeah. So yeah, so that's basically, and the same principle goes for the figure suit, except for the figure suit, because what happens is the crisscross comes down instead of up. So for the bikini, you can tie it really tight and kind of hike it up, like here. For the figure suit, you can't do that because it crisscrosses. So you need to be really aware of the side coming up. So what I would do is use the Elmer's glue, the spray glue, really get that in there, or any kind of high strength industrial type glue. Yes, it does rip your skin, but that's what you get if you are doing this. So give it a try, and I'm gonna do the after now so you can see it. So here you go. Here is the rice and the gel. So as you can tell, it definitely helps and it makes a difference. It's not ridiculous to where I look like, you know, again, like I had an augmentation, but I think it does add, and it can definitely add a nice just compliment to your physique. So hopefully this was helpful for everyone, and now you know all the tricks and tips. So yeah.